Gyanvapi, where the Varanasi District Court yesterday started hearing the Gyanvapi case and set the wheels in motion for a series of historic events in the light of the survey being conducted so far, where a Shivling has been claimed to have emerged from the Wuzu Khana in the Gyanvapi Mosque.
Absolutely. So the Hindu side has also had made a similar appeal. They want the court to let them worship the Shivling, that the plea also to be taken first in the series of petitions that has been filed before the court. The Varanasi District Court hearing the civil suit on Gyanvapi Masjid Kashi Vishwanath Mandir complex dispute will now today be delivering the order whether or not to invite the objections on the survey report or conduct an hearing on order number 7 rule 11 application of the Masjid committee first.
That's right, and while the Masjid committee has argued that the suit is barred under the Places of Worship Act, the Hindu petitioners have now said that the survey report should be considered. Listen in.
The Supreme Court had directed in the last hearing that the application Order 7 Rule 11 has to be taken on priority basis. But apart from that, what I had submitted before the Honorable Court was that yes, Order 7 Rule 11 must be taken on priority basis, but there are allied issues concerned with Order 7 Rule 11. Order 7 Rule 11 cannot be decided in isolation, and therefore the report of the Commission has also to be appreciated and taken on record while deciding the issue that whether Places of Worship Act is attracted or not and what is the religious character of the property in question. So therefore this was my respectful submission. The Honorable Court has said that it will decide a procedure of the chain of hearings tomorrow.
माननीय जज महोदय ने दोनों पक्षों को सुना। 711 के एप्लीकेशन पे उन्होंने कहा कि मैं भी इसका अध्ययन कर ले रहा हूँ, कल इस पर निर्णय दूंगा। कल वो फैसला सुनाएंगे, यानी ऑर्डर रिजर्व रखा गया, आदेश को सुरक्षित कर लिया गया।
All right, let's now take a look exactly the contention that has been posed by the Muslim side, because the counsel for the mosque has now insisted that the only plea that should be heard on priority, whether the Hindu side can ask for an extended survey. Their counsel also reiterated that the plea should be dismissed as it is violative of the Places of Worship Act.
But on the eve of the critical hearing, Times Now has now accessed an affidavit dating back to 1936, which is part of the Hindu side's reply filed with the Supreme Court last week. This affidavit filed by the British government clearly states that Gyanvapi is a mosque as it wasn't built on the Waqf land. And in Islamic law, a mosque that isn't built on the Waqf land is deemed unholy and is therefore just a structure and not a place of worship. Will this now become the bedrock on why Hindus have the rightful claim to Gyanvapi? Well, we'll hope to find it today, and going across to Shivani and Akansha join us live on this broadcast. Shivani, to you first, take us through what can we expect in the court where it will be once again commencing its hearing, and there are important decisions that we are expecting.
Yes, definitely today what we are expecting from the court side is to give an order as to which case they will be hearing first, which case they will be taking on the first record, because here the Muslim sides are maintaining their own claims on the mendability of this particular case, and the petitions where the Hindu sides are claiming that their petition and the survey report should be considered on priority. But as we saw yesterday also, the court took a really small time of hearing, and in that time also they were listing down and were going through all the applications and the petitions those are filed. And of course it will take a really long time for the court as well to go through all of those petitions and to understand the entire Gyanvapi complex case, and hence we understand that today only the cases will be discussed by the court as to which case they will be keeping on priority and in what pace the court will be hearing the matter, because now it has come from the civil court to now district court. And also, as we saw yesterday also in the district court of Varanasi, observation those were made by Supreme Court in the past were also somewhere very similar to what the district court has also observed in this particular matter. So we understand that today the order will come as to which case they will be hearing first, and later another date will be given for the extension of the hearing, because definitely the hearing from both the Hindu and Muslim side won't be this small. In fact, the mendability account that the court will be hearing later will have a very lengthy discussions. And of course, as we are rightly discussing about a copy that Times Now has exist of 1936 case, and that will be discussed. Survey reports will be going to be discussed, and the way now new applications those are coming in from the petitioner side as to provide them permissions to conduct their prayers inside the mosque where they are claiming that it is Shivlinga and they must conduct their prayers. In fact, we also have spoken to one of the petitioners called Sita Sahu, who on Times Now had said that the namazis should stop, praying namaz in that particular mosque because, it is also against the Muslim law and the Muslim culture where they do not believe in the idol worship. So wherever the idol worship takes place, they do not serve their namaz there. So we understand such claims will be made, but not today. Only today the order is expected and a next date that is expected. The interesting part will come on to when the hearing will take place and what all court today considers while reading and going through all those of applications and the petitions.
Absolutely, because there are contentious issues from both sides. The Muslim side is straight away seeking that dismiss the petition altogether. The Hindu side is seeking for further excavation and also allowing the Hindus to conduct their prayers and the puja at the said Shivling structure that has been found inside the Masjid complex. So Akansha, from your end, the updates that you can share with us.
Well, today a crucial order will be passed in the Gyanvapi case. Now, the district judge who was recently handed over the case by the Supreme Court will pronounce the sequence in which the main petition, the additional petition and also the objection will be heard. Now, the court will basically in simple terms decide whether to hear the objections on the survey first or hear the plea challenging the maintainability of the lawsuit filed by the Hindu side. Now, yesterday the hearing went on for 40 minutes during which the Hindu side argued that the survey has already been filed by the commission and now the objection should be filed by the opponents, whereas the Muslim side said that that the lawsuit is not sustainable, it is not maintainable and hence should be dismissed. So today we are expecting that the court will order in which sequence these petitions should be heard, the pace of them, the timeline which the court should follow. Other than that, in the hearing yesterday, the Hindu side in fact had sought photos and videos of that was submitted in the survey.
Right.
In fact, a new petition was also filed by the Mahant of Kashi, Vishnu.
So clearly it's an important day today for both the sides. We'll wait and see how the court really responds to what the claims are being made. Thanking both our reporters for joining us here on this broadcast. But meanwhile, the traces of a temple aren't just in the report of the advocate commissioners. Almost a century ago, an affidavit filed by the British government said that there was never any bar on the entry of non-Muslims in the Gyanvapi premises.
So the idols and the temples that stand there exist for long before the advent of the Mohammedan rule in India. The land in question was never stamped with the character of a Waqf land. It was never dedicated to God by Muslims, and the Muslim side had no connection whatsoever with the land except that they were permitted to go inside the mosque.
हमारा जो ज्ञापी मस्जिद है, ज्ञापी जो मस्जिद है, वो मस्जिद है, रहेगा और पहले भी था, इसलिए उससे कोई मतलब नहीं। हमारी इबादत का जब तक के नीतीश कुमार जी दौरे इक़्तिदार में हैं, तो हमारे तमाम मदरसा, कब्रिस्तान और मस्जिद, मसाजिद सब महफूज